So, welcome back to the DMV Zone. We all know the Smithsonian Museums along the National Mall, but off the path, there are some lesser-known museums that are rich with culture and history.
And that is why our photojournalist, Arthur Asma, is sharing the stories of some hidden gems. And here's the story of the International Spy Museum.
Check it out.
It's not some tired old dusty museum. My name is Dr. Andrew Hamond, and I'm the historian and curator here at the International Spy Museum in Washington, D.C. Nowhere else in the world has this depth and breadth of objects on the secret history of intelligence and espionage. You don't have to believe me, it's in the Guinness Records book. Everyday items can be used to gather information, teeth with places to hide secret information, like a fake glass eye that's used to hide information. On the surface, it just looks like a very classy men's jacket, but actually there's a hidden camera in one of the buttonholes. How many people do you see every day with buttons? Imagine if one of those people had a button that was also a camera that was spying on you. I think it's one of those rare museums where adults and children enjoy it equally well. So this is actually a piece of a tunnel that was built by the British and the Americans to go underneath the Soviet embassy in Berlin and to listen to what they were doing. This was top secret, and we have a piece of it here. There's not many other museums where you can hear the story of a top secret operation. So this is a story to rescue some of the Americans who were stranded in Iran during the Iranian Revolution in 1979. The role of the secret operation was kept classified for many years. It was unclassified, and then it later became famous through the Ben Affleck movie, which went on to win an Oscar, Argo. Almost every single part of American history is tied up with intelligence and espionage. If you come to visit on the 4th of July, you can get a very relevant history lesson. Because behind me right now is a letter that George Washington wrote to set up America's first spy ring. Why? Well, New York City at this time was occupied by the British. We have the original copy here. This letter actually, in some ways, is one of the founding documents of spying, of intelligence in America. We're not an investigative museum. We don't go out there to try to discover secrets that we're going to tell against the will of people that were involved in those various operations. We're here to tell the story of the past, the present and the future of intelligence and espionage, but we do so in a way that doesn't get ourselves or anyone else in trouble. If it's your first time coming to the Spy Museum, the location's excellent, really, because it's connected to the Enfant Plaza metro stop. So it's very easy to get here by metro. There's fun, there's education, there's information, there's interactives. We suggest maybe budgeting 2 hours, maybe a little bit more, to go through the exhibit space. If you want to learn about the history of some of the most fascinating objects in the world, if you want to hear incredible stories about what human beings done in the past, if you want to understand the world in which you live, you just have to go to the Spy Museum.
Love the museum. Love his voice even more. I know.
The history, if you want to go,
down, right?
you must know the history.
We need cooler accents.